Modera Beverage Group, vår nya vinsponsor. Tack! Och skåla för Gilbert and George. Skål! We're so happy to have Gilbert and George here. One artist, two persons, one artist. Fantastic. We have had extraordinary days, to take a word from your vocabulary. And now we've come to the opening, and my duty is to say a few thanks more. And then I will leave the word to our curator, who was our former director, and that is Don Virval. But before that, I have to say thank you to some. And that is Moderna Museets vänner, the friends of the museum. When you enter the show, you should, if you haven't been there, you could come back or do it tonight. And towards the end, you will find a work which our friends of the museum has acquired for us. So now we all own it, and that is the first piece by Gilbert and George here, and we are so thankful to the friends. Thank you. And besides our wine sponsor, we have the Placeholm Investment Group. They have sponsored us for some years, and they are very friendly towards us. And we have Gilbert and George's galleries, and those are here around somewhere. White Tube and Thaddeus Robach. Hope you're here. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that you, Igan, is here. You're there. You is the one who's making it, so to say. Yes, a big round for you. Yeah. Who is working with the artists and making it happen. And the one who has made it happen here, besides Daniel, is Ole Eriksson, our producer here at the museum with his team. Thank you, Ole. Somewhere around. There are so many, but thank you. I think I've come to the end. Have I? You know, as you have the duty to say thanks, you always forget somebody. No, but we have catalogs signed. That is something also I would propose you to go to the bookshop and get catalogs signed. That is a performance, and I very much recommend you to do that instead of having more wine. Go to the bookshop and have the catalog. It's fantastic. So, Daniel, what have you to add?
Well, I'm so unbelievably pleased that we have this show. We've been working on it for many years, and it's curated by Hans-Ulrich Obrist and myself. But I have mentioned this a few times, it's impossible to curate Gilbert and George. It's also not necessary, because they curate themselves, and they've been doing this now for half a century, and it's more, you know, a privilege to be close to them when this happens. The catalog was mentioned, and that has been produced over the last year, and it's based on 5 big conversations, or long conversations, I should say. Breakfasts and lunches and studio visits, and it's really a kind of retrospective look at each decade, and that is also what this exhibition wants to be. Gilbert and George are more active than ever. There are already new works that are not in there here, planned works that will come soon, and yet this is 50 years of production, or a glimpse of it rather. But it's really works from all the decades, and that was the contribution maybe from Hans-Ulrich and me, that we said, let's really try to do the impossible, look at the whole half-century production. And I'm very, very pleased with this, and I think it's very important for this museum, which is a strong international museum, but there's been certain things missing, and one of the biggest things, maybe the most important thing missing, has been you. So thank you so much. We produced this show together with the museum in France, and it will continue to travel. So I'm happy that we could collaborate with Luma, a relatively new museum in Arles, small but important town in the south of France. And the show is a retrospective of sort, but it's really, you know, it reminds us all of what's typical of Gilbert and George. 2 people, 1 artist, walking around in London, looking at things happening in the street and looking into themselves perhaps, creating these works. I also want to thank everyone here at the museum. A show like this cannot happen without the support, so there's no, by so many people. But I'm very, very thankful. But first, and most importantly, I should say, I'm thankful that you are willing to do this with us. Thank you so much, Gilbert. Thank you so much, George. Gilbert and George often mention that the works speak, and they do speak for themselves. However, tomorrow at 5 o'clock there's a conversation here. They have been giving interviews, and you will see it everywhere, and they have been singing to us, and they've been singing to the press, and they've been singing to the staff, and now I don't think there's the moment maybe to sing. It's the moment to say...
It all began when we were looking for art. We wanted to find not the form of art, but the meaning of art. And we were walking in North London near Euston Station, and we found a little shop which had all of the detritus of human life, all of the things that people don't want, all of the things that are no longer required. And they were very interesting, because one of the items was a little old gramophone record, and it said, "Underneath the Arches." And we knew what that meant because we lived in the East End, where thousands of people lived underneath the arches. And we took the record home to Spitalfields. We found a wind-up machine which would play it, and we were amazed and enthralled by the words then, and we are now. Because the words were, "The Ritz I never sigh for, the Carlton they can keep. There's only one place that I know, and that is where I sleep. Underneath the arches, I dream my dreams away. Underneath the arches, on cobblestones we lay. Every night you find me, tired out and warm, happy when the daylight comes creeping, heralding the dawn. Sleeping when it's raining, and sleeping when it's fine. La dee 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 da, da 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 da. It is my pillow, no matter where we stray. Underneath the arches, I dream my dreams away.
And they will sign books for anyone who wants it. So if you want to get the catalog with a little greeting or a signature, please join us right here. Thank you, enjoy the show, and thank you so much.
Ja, när man läser där.
Perfect, thank you. So you better wait for them.
Now we have three. I bet I'm sure one of them is
Cynthia was explaining.
Mind if I touch you? Så, ja.